Hey guys, it's AK back again with of course another one, and today I've got my 3-month review of the iPhone 7, so let's get straight into it. So I've been an Android user for basically as long as I've been using smartphones. I'm coming from the Samsung Galaxy S6, and before that I'd used the Nexus 5X and the Nexus 5. So how has it been using an iPhone 7? Firstly, the most controversial thing about the iPhone 7, obviously the lack of a headphone jack. It's something I'm still not used to 3 months after using the iPhone 7. I sometimes take out my headphones out of my phone and try to plug them into my laptop and vice versa, and obviously it doesn't work either way. I still find I need to both charge and listen to my music at some point, and I did try using Bluetooth headphones, but I just found they were just not as reliable as a physical connection of a 3.5mm headphone jack, or even the Lightning headphones that do come with the phone. And also, I found they further drain the modest battery life of the iPhone 7, which we'll get to later on. On the other hand, something I have gotten used to is the water resistance. I use this in the shower for playing music, and it does so surprisingly well because the speakers are that good. They've got a decent amount of bass and they are quite loud and clear. Next up, the display. As I previously said, I am coming from the Samsung Galaxy S6, which not only has 4 times the resolution, but is also an OLED display. What this means is it's got much higher contrast ratios. Both of these mean the S6 display is just way better than the iPhone 7's, even though it's like 2 years older. And it's probably the biggest letdown the iPhone 7. Second only to the lack of a headphone jack. The last major thing I'd like to mention is the camera. It's a really good camera, but in comparison to my S6, it actually does worse in low light in my opinion. But in any other condition, it's just as good, but with less detail because it's got less megapixels than the S6 does. So how do I feel about my first step into iOS? On the whole, I feel a bit underwhelmed to be honest. There is no major difference between this £700 iPhone and my 2-year-old Samsung Galaxy S6, which did cost about half when I did buy it a year ago. iOS on the whole is a more stable operating system, but it isn't the magic Apple claims it to be. Apps do crash occasionally, like I did say, less so than it does on Android, and my biggest gripe with it is it manages notifications so much more poorly in comparison to Android. So if you've got the money and are used to iOS, yeah, go for it. Otherwise, this phone is not value for money and it's not a futuristic product. It's great if you don't mind the price and haven't tried any of the more modern Android flagships. The only advantage it's got going for it in my situation is that it does hold its value really well, so if I do decide to sell it, I will get most of my money back. And that's probably what I'm going to be doing next year when the next Google Pixel comes out in 2017. I think what's happened is I drank the apple juice for a while, and I did like it, but when it actually came to buying one, and when I did buy one, it came with all these compromises I wasn't expecting, such as the lack of a headphone jack and the display. So I'll probably be going back to Android. Well, I will be going back to Android when the next Google Pixel comes out. So that's been it for me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like if you liked it, and I'll hopefully see you in another one.